In this video, we're going to be talking about the best perennials for your garden if you want to attract hummingbirds. Let's do it. Let's start off with Canas. There are all kinds of Canas out there. Some of them are super tall, some are dwarf. You got different leaf colors, different flower colors, but these large flowers really attract the hummingbirds. Plus you get the cool tropical looking foliage on these plants. Next on the list are Turkscap. Now these ones are not blooming yet, but they do have a very cool, unique looking bloom. Primarily you will see them in red, which the hummingbirds love, but they also come in pink and white too. Now you'll see a lot of Salvia on this list because hummingbirds really like different types of Salvia. This one is Salvia greggii. It is somewhat of a shrubby Salvia and they come in, well, a lot of different colors again. And this is a very heat-loving perennial that is semi-evergreen, so this would be a really good choice. Now if your garden is more shaded, you do have a couple of options for plants that the hummingbirds still like. So one of them would be heuchera or coral bells. This plant has really pretty foliage, which is what it's known for, but it also does make these flower spikes that the hummingbirds will come in and feed on. Now similarly, hostas can be grown in shade, and they're more known for their foliage too, but they will also make flower spikes that the hummingbirds will feed on as well. As long as we're in the shade section, I will show you the bleeding hearts. The traditional pink bleeding hearts or your white bleeding hearts are also good shade plants for hummingbirds. Oh, and columbines too. Pretty much any color of columbines are fine. These ones here are the yellow, which is more of the Texas native columbine. This is Pinn stem. It has a really nice dark foliage on this variety, plus these long tubular flowers that the hummingbirds really love. Also known as beard's tongue, which is a weird name. This is Agastache, also known as hummingbird mint. Yeah, I mean, it's in the name, so this is a really great one to add into the garden and a lot of different colors. If you have more of an arid garden, this red hot poker Knifophia, actually this one's more of a yellow hot poker, but it's all Knifophia. These are great and they're more of a succulent, so they can take those drier spots in the garden. This is Veronica, and she is a really nice perennial in either purple or bluish purple colors. And, you know, it's a perennial that the hummingbirds like, kind of like all of the plants in this video. How about another salvia? This is Salvia farinaceae, also known as mealy cup sage. And you got white, you got purple, another great performer in the landscape. And these can get, you know, pretty big, about 24 to 36 inches, depending on variety. Now there are three more on my list that I don't have at the moment because we sold out of them, and that is bee balm, lantana, and foxglove. So definitely check those out too. Quick tips for bringing hummingbirds into your yard is they like lots of perches, so tree branches and trees that they can sit in and overlook their territory. They also like having access to fresh water, whether that's some type of fountain or maybe just a bird bath in your yard. Of course, your hummingbird feeders. Make sure that you keep them nicely stocked with fresh nectar every few days. And then what's good about having the flowers though is that, well, they refill themselves. So you don't have to worry about trying to keep up with refilling and cleaning those feeders.